Hipkins was welcomed by a lion dance as he visited Shanghai Baoshan International Folk Arts Exposition after landing early in the morning. The museum features Te Waharoa, a large statue carved from 3,500-year-old kauri wood. It was gifted by New Zealand to China in 2010 at the time of the World Expo, and symbolizes the ongoing cultural and business connections between the two countries.
New Zealand is home to a large number of Chinese migrants, some who have called Aotearoa New Zealand home since the 19th century. Ethnic Chinese Kiwis now make up 5% of New Zealand's population. Connections of family and friends spread across the Pacific, just as they do for the 1,000 or so Kiwis who are living here in Shanghai. New Zealand is also pleased to again be able to welcome Chinese students and tourists to Aotearoa. This week has been all about reconnection here in China.
Māori already have an established relationship from China. Some tribes in New Zealand believe that this is where we came from before we started our great migration around the Pacific and then eventually to Aotearoa, to New Zealand. So I think if we revert back to those deep links through culture, through connection, then commerce will come.
The Prime Minister and his trade mission went on to New Zealand Central at Xintiandi, where a ceremony was held for the launch of a partnership between Tourism New Zealand and Xiaohongshu, an app often compared to Instagram or Pinterest. He took a selfie with participants at the event and sent a post on Tourism New Zealand's Xiaohongshu account, inviting people to travel to New Zealand.
Since our borders reopened, we've worked to drive New Zealand's economic recovery by reconnecting with the world and sharing one simple message: New Zealand is open for business.
Hipkins added, New Zealand received 890,000 visitors during its summertime, roughly from last December to this February. That was 2/3 of the number of visitors that they would have received before the pandemic. An average of 400,000 Chinese tourists traveled to New Zealand each year in the past. Hipkins is on an official visit to China that wraps up tomorrow. He attended the 14th annual meeting of the New Champions, also known as the Summer Davos Forum in Tianjin. It is his first visit to China since becoming Prime Minister, and the first visit by a New Zealand Prime Minister to China since 2019.